recently I went to Ulta and I bought so many things. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you saw my quick little rant where I was kind of like, I wanted to look up an eyeshadow palette, and there were like certain tutorials that I was skipping past or reviews that I was skipping past because I couldn't honestly respect or believe what a certain YouTuber had to say about a certain product, because for the most part, like, they're either paid to have a good opinion or they're like obsessed with absolutely everything that they come across, and that's just not reality. So I thought that it would be a really awesome thing for me to revitalize my channel, come back strong like I've hopefully been doing with these past few tutorials, and giving an honest opinion on products and stuff like that. I went to Ulta and picked up a bunch of stuff. Like, the main thing that I went there for was this Anastasia Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. I did this entire eye look except for the glitter, which I used the new Stila glitter, and so far I have to say that I absolutely love both products. If you're interested on my first impressions, honest opinion on all of these products that I got, plus how to do this eyeshadow look, just keep on watching. So apparently I wasn't recording this whole time I was talking to you guys. What I was saying is I was opening this up for the first time. When I swatched some of the colors in the store, I was like, alright, not bad, not bad, but I kept consistently hearing really amazing things about it from other YouTubers and you guys saying that this is one of your favorite eyeshadow palette. I knew going in that I wouldn't be a fan of the packaging itself. Even though it's like super soft, I know that it gets dirty really easily, so I'm kind of just anticipating the day when this is covered in other eyeshadows or eyeliners or whatever. So I wanted to start making a conscious effort to use more makeup products so that I can give an honest review to you guys, not necessarily in the same format as, let's say, Stephanie Nicole has, where it's like chemical breakdown and all that kind of stuff, but I kind of wanted just to be like, look, here's how it worked for me, and that's it, not necessarily the science behind it. If you ever want to know the science behind the products, the chemicals, then I definitely recommend checking out Stephanie Nicole because she's very thorough in that. So this is the first time that I'm going to be using this palette, and it comes with this dual-sided brush. Honestly, feels really cheap. Like, it feels super lightweight, and the bristles themselves feel kind of scratchy, so I don't really care to use that eyeshadow brush with it. I have no idea what eyeshadows I'm gonna be using or what colors I'm gonna be using. I'm kind of just excited to just get things started. I did do my eyebrows off camera, which I've been doing a lot lately, and if you want to know any of the products that I do on camera and off camera, like always, that will be in the description down below, so if you have any questions about that, that's where it'll be. I know a lot of you have been contacting me and telling me how much you've liked the type of videos that I've been putting out, and that makes me really happy because that is kind of style of video that I want to do, where I sort of educate you guys as I'm showing you. I was actually talking to some of the girls at Ulta about this. It's one thing to like watch a review and have them sit and talk about it, but when you actually see the product being used in front of you, I feel like you get a better understanding of the product and how it's gonna work for you or how it may not work for you. I just kind of wanted to keep this channel an honest one so that you guys know what you're getting yourself into if you decide to purchase a product that I show in one of my videos. I'm gonna be going in with Golden Ochre. I'm gonna use that as our transition color. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna say is, hold on, I'm gonna zoom this in so you guys can see. I just picked up the eyeshadow with this brush. As you can see, there's like a lot of fallout right here. This is a matte shadow, so I don't know yet if that's just one of the features of their matte shadows or if I don't know. So we're gonna see how that works right now. I feel like even though this is a matte shade, it's got some kind of like a little bit of a shimmer in it. Nothing too crazy, but I definitely noticed there's something. The next color that I'm gonna be using is Burnt Orange. And that one too is getting a little bit of kick up. It's not like a huge deal. This one was definitely a lot worse than Burnt Orange. Just might want to keep that in mind. It's not a huge deal, especially if there's good payoff in the pigment of the eyeshadow, which there definitely seems to be. And I'm not getting a lot of fallout with these shadows either. The color pigmentation and just the overall application so far, these are really, really good eyeshadows. Like they're going on super buttery. I'm not feeling like the product is flying everywhere. It's applying where I'm applying it. I really like it so far. And the blendability, like I don't really have to put much effort for it to blend. So now I'm gonna go in using red ochre. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Oh wow, yeah, these are really, really, really nice colors. My god, these fucking blend like a dream. Like if you guys have issues blending eyeshadows, I kind of would really recommend this eyeshadow palette, because from what I can tell, it's like you have to put like little effort in and you're good to go. Dude, like I am a fan. I am a fan. I want to like use this entire palette. It's gorgeous. So I'm like tempted to just be like everything on my eyes now. So I think I'm gonna brighten this up a little bit on the outer corners by using Love Letter, which is this color right here. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is so, oh, I'm in love, guys. I'm in love. I was kind of worried that applying this color on top of red ochre, that it might not come out as pigmented or as bright as it shows up on its own, but no, like it popped. So now I'm gonna go in using Cypress Umber, and this is gonna be just in that outer corner. So as you can see, I'm getting a lot of like kickback right here. When I put the brush in, it kind of flung everywhere, which seems to be pretty consistent throughout this eyeshadow palette. It's not a huge deal to me, just because these eyeshadows are so pigmented, and I mean, I'll give it a pass. Seriously, I'm having to do like jack shit to like make this blend. For the brow bone highlight, I'm going to be using Mercier. So this one's got kind of like a pinky purple tone in there. This one has a little bit of a shimmer, so I was debating between these two. But because I know for sure I'm going to be putting glitter on this look, which I'll explain in a bit, I kind of wanted to have a bit more shimmer. That one I'm not getting a lot of kickback in the pan. Wow, that is very pigmented. Which, you know what, I shouldn't be surprised at this point with this palette, but damn, you know. I did get a little bit of fallout underneath, but that's to be expected when you're using darker shadows, so I'm just gonna clean that up. Like I said a little bit earlier, I am going to be using a glitter in this look, and guys, oh, when I went on my little Ulta shopping spree, I picked up this glitter from Stila. It's from one of their new Magnificent Metal glitters, and this is in the shade Smoky Storm. It is the most beautiful freaking glitter I have ever seen and used. This is a liquid glitter. So unlike a loose pigment glitter, you don't need to actually use an adhesive to apply this. It's its own adhesive. One thing that I would recommend is after applying it that you go back with an eyeshadow, like a flat eyeshadow brush, and you pack it on. You don't really, from what I can tell based off swatches, you don't really need to put like an eyeshadow base, meaning that you don't really need to put like an eyeshadow behind it to kind of act as like the background, because it's so pigmented and it's like a glitter paint. But I'm going to be doing that just because like this is my new toy. I want to play with it, you know? So I'm going to be using that first highlight shade that I was kind of debating on, which is in Tempera, which this is super pigmented too, so. And like I just like sloppily apply that, and do you see that blend? Holy crap. I think the fact that like I'm not dipping this brush back into the pigment and just applying with what's left over on the brush, and the fact that it's like still super pigmented, is what's so shocking to me. I'm really excited for you guys to see this. So excited. Okay. I feel like I brought it in a little too far, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with that brush that I had. The only thing I'm kind of bummed about is I went super ham on that glitter. I should have just kept it a little closer in that inner corner, and I brought it like all the way out. So this is what it should look like at this point. This kind of reminds me of that glitter Valentine's Day look that I did recently. So I'm just going to clean up all this fallout, do my face makeup off camera, and then I will be back to finish up the eye look and apply the lips. Okay, so now that I have my face makeup on, seriously, this eyeshadow, I'm so happy that I got it. The palette itself is already starting to pick up every little fuzz that is in the vicinity of it. So that I'm not a fan of, but like I said, I kind of expected that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish up that under eye and kind of complete the look. So I'm gonna go back in using burnt orange, and I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just apply that to the under eye. And I'll zoom the camera in again. Dude, the colors of this eyeshadow palette, I really understand why so many people are like, it's my favorite palette. And even while I was off camera, I got some snaps from you guys saying how you love this palette and you can't wait for my video with it because it's one of your favorite palettes. So I know we did something good by picking this one. Okay, so now that we have that down, I'm gonna take a smaller, more detailed, still fluffy angled brush. This is from e.l.f. And I'm gonna go in with Love Letter and just lightly apply it closer to the lash line. And I say lightly because I know that it's super pigmented and I don't want to get too heavy-handed with it. Okay, now I'm going to go even a little bit closer into that lash line with Cypress Umber. So basically, I'm just repeating what we did on the lid, but lower. That's kind of my go-to way to smoke out the lower lashes. Now I'm going to go back in with this eyeshadow Tempera, which is the one that we used underneath the glitter, and I'm just going to go into the inner corner of the eye and the inner part of the lower lash line. So now I'm just going to go back in with that Stila glitter and just do a little bit right where we just put that eyeshadow. Again, grabbing that synthetic brush we used earlier and patting that down. So that's going to be it for me as far as the eyeshadow and glitter application. I have to say, first of all, just on a little side note, this Stila glitter is gorgeous. It has sort of like this golden undertone, but when it's on the lid, especially with the base that we did use, it's got more of that cool toned glitter reflectant, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. Now on to like the main thing. Let me zoom out. So this eyeshadow palette is so worth the money. It's a little bit more costly than their usual eyeshadow palettes, which I think are closer to like $38 or so, somewhere around there. And this one was $42, but just based off of my experience today, this is so worth it. I know Urban Decay and their eyeshadow palettes, which I'm a huge fan of Urban Decay and their eyeshadows, but honestly, like I said, I'm going to keep it completely honest with you guys 24/7, and in my opinion, this eyeshadow palette totally trumps any Urban Decay eyeshadow palette I've ever used. You guys know Milk Cosmetics eyeshadows are like my favorite eyeshadow stackers ever, and I would have a hard time choosing between this and Milk Cosmetics. If anything, I kind of feel like I'd probably pull towards this just because it probably travels a lot better because it's just enclosed, as opposed to the Melt eyeshadow stackers, which are magnetic, which is nice, but then if they're contained anywhere that's not totally secure, they can open up, move around, and the eyeshadows themselves can be damaged. So honestly, so far, I think I have to say this is my favorite eyeshadow palette that I've used in a very, very long time. And if you're able to get your hands on this, I would definitely use it. Even if you're not really a fan of these brighter colors like the burgundy colors or reds and those kinds of things, they still have a lot of really gorgeous, highly pigmented neutrals, and even their shimmers are like on point. Now on to finish this look. I'm not going to be putting on any eyeliner onto this look. I'll probably just kind of put a line over the eyelashes after I apply them. For right now, I'm just going to move on to the lips and then I'll finish up the eyes. So what I'm going to be using, so let's see how this goes. Whoa! Hold on, I'm going to zoom in on something. So when I opened up the package, I don't know if you could see, but it kind of separated from the bottle. So it's making me think this is going to be very liquidy, but let's see. It goes on like super soft. Can't complain there, especially these are $6.99 each. I really like this color. and it doesn't feel drying. It's actually like really soft. Now I am going to curl my lashes, put on some mascara using, you guessed it, the Rocket Lash mascara in whatever the fuck color it is, black, blackest black, darkest, whatever the hell it is. And then I'm going to be applying these lashes. This is the Andrea number 45. I don't know that I've ever tried this brand before, but honestly I just picked it up for this little eyelash applicator. So for my waterline today, I'm going to be using NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean. Now to set my makeup, another product that is new to me and I'm going to be testing out is the NYX Matte Finish Finishing Spray. I've heard mixed reviews about it, so I'm going to test it out for myself. I'm hoping that it doesn't completely mattify my highlight, but again, we're going to see how this works. So far I can tell you it kind of has like a scent of alcohol, so that's kind of scary for me because I don't want to totally dry out my skin. I'm pretty sure I'm in love with this eyeshadow palette. As far as today's look goes, I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this. Let me know if you want me to do more reviews like this, because I plan to in the future, so I'm hoping that you're on board with that, because I want to do, like I said before, very honest, upfront first impressions and reviews of new products to me, so that next time you go shopping for makeup, you have an educated opinion on if you should be getting this or not, or any product. Anyways, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day, and remember, if they ain't paying your bills, pay them no mind. Check you later.